Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's TSI World Bees versus the Basingstoke Bison here on the end of EIHA Pride Week, a week where, of course, inclusion and inclusivity in general is being encouraged, where hockey is a sport for everyone. The Bees take to the ice in their Pride jerseys for the second and final time in tonight's local derby game, looking to get 2 points after they lost last night 6-3 to the Swindon Wildcats. Goals from James Galazzi, Luke Jackson with his first goal in 3 years, and Brendan Walcombe getting the Bees on the board. The Bison come looking for a 4-point weekend to help their playoff push. Currently tied on points to the Telford Tigers and the Bristol Pitbulls. They won 5-4 last night against the Hull Seahawks. 2 goals from Hallam Wilson, including the game winner Marcel Ballas, Edgars Landsbergs, and a first senior goal for Travis Penny for the Bison. Before tonight's game, I caught up with Dominic Gabai to discuss last night and tonight's game.
Dom, head of tonight's game, Basingstoke Bison, a tough loss last night at the Leap Centre. What were your thoughts on last night's thoughts?
I just think we didn't perform well in the first 40 minutes. It got better in the third period, but it was too late. We just got to start the game today as we finished the game last night.
Obviously, the Bison this year is a team that we've had a good record against so far. Big win here earlier in the year, 2 wins in Basingstoke as well. What do you look for tonight in tonight's rivalry?
Well, we just got to play our game and play to our strengths, which is hard work and put the pucks on net and try to get some goals from in front of the net.
Obviously, it's been a few weeks since you've come back from your suspension. You also had a lot of time to watch the guys from off the ice and see what you wanted to implement in your style as a coach. How's it gone since you returned?
I think guys bought into whatever I told them. And I think they're doing a good job. We just got to be more consistent in doing the things right. And when we do it, we can beat anyone in this league.
Absolutely. Dom, have a good game. We'll see you later.
Yeah, thank you.
There's the thoughts of the coach ahead of tonight's local derby. We'll introduce you the teams now. Firstly, your home side, the TSI World Bees. And they line up tonight: 4 Luke Jackson, 6 Sebastian Moore in a late jersey change from the graphic that was online, 10 James Galazzi, 15 Joe Baird, 17 Harry Harkup, 18 Ryan Webb, 19 Will Stead, 21 making his long-awaited home debut Jack Goodchild, 22 Dan Bradley, 23 Dominic Gabai, 27 Josh Smith, 38 Juha Lindgren, 51 JJ Pitchley, 55 Ty Cathcart, 65 Harvey Stead, 94 Stuart Mogg, and 96 Brendan Walcombe. The netminders, of course, 29 Matt Smittle and 84 Adam Goss. For your visitors this evening, the Basingstoke Bison, they line up as follows: number 4 Neil Lydiard, 5 Jack Peacock, 9 Gail Llewellyn, 11 Hallam Wilson, 13 Marcus Mitchell, 16 George Norcliffe, 17 Edgars Landsbergs, 21 Marcel Ballas, 22 Travis Penny, 24 Zach Milton, 29 Alex Samford, 44 Tom Banner, 71 Josh Kelly, 74 Liam Morris, 75 Brendan Baird, and 77 Jay King. Their netminders 28 Alex Metham and 33 Jordan Lauday. Now seems as good as time to any to say, Aidan Doughty, our thoughts are with you. Good luck on your recovery from your back injury. Obviously Doughty injured last week in Basingstoke. The former B, Devil, Streatham Red Hawk, I believe. Whitelink Raider. I knew there was one I was missing there. Get well soon, Aidan, obviously. Donate what you can to the GoFundMe. I believe that's still active. One of the organisers, Dan Weller-Evans, is here tonight, so I might have to go and ask him if that's still running and if he's right with us putting a link up for it. The table ahead of tonight's game: the Leeds Knights are top of the league. They are now tied with the Milton Keynes Lightning following a win last night in Milton Keynes, although 3 games in hand. Good luck catching them. The Bees currently sit in 10th, not mathematically out of the playoffs, but pretty much drinking in the last chance saloon already this year, knowing they need a big turnaround in his last few months to get back into the playoffs. As I said, the Bison currently sit 7th, tied with Telford and Bristol. They are 7th on the head-to-head tiebreaker. As it comes to it, the Bison have a good record against the Pitbulls and Tigers. Hence, they're sitting in 7th. We'll, of course, have updates from around the league during a period breaks as we get them, as the Bison have entered the rink behind us. The referees tonight, Mr. James Irons and Mr. Stephen Matthews. And the lines, Mr. Justin Lalonde and Mr. Jonathan Saw. Mr. Saw coming from doing an Elite League game last night, down to Slough tonight. Pat crowd here tonight. I'm going to look at producer Nick. Is there lots of people watching on the stream, producer Nick? Don't know. He's been too busy to look. Well, if you are watching the stream, producer Nick knows what button I'm going to ask him to press now. Don't forget, you can use the hashtag BeesMNL and tag us at BeesMNL. Don't forget the tag. If you put us at BeesMNL, it pops nicely up on producer Nick's screen. 64, Zoo Lane. It pops up on producer Nick's screen and he can put them all up on the stream for you. So as long as you want me to give you a shout out on the stream all night long, don't forget, use the hashtag, get it in, and please, no swears. Keep it clean if you want it on the stream. As you see Annika Cam, the Bees in their pride jerseys as they take to the ice. I'll be back with you in 2 minutes following the national anthem.
We also hope that confident currently to aid yourself help you through the times where you feel like you choose yourself for bonds. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we now play tonight's national anthem.
As we get ready to go for tonight's game, one last reminder, use the hashtag BeesMNL, tag us at BeesMNL, and the Twitter team, which is now all assembled off to my left, will get them all up on the stream as and when there's no spotted. No pressure. The Alfred the Butler and Robin to my Batman tonight. I'll let producer Nick and co-producer Annika fight over which one gets to be Alfred the Butler and which one gets to be Robin. Starting net minus tonight, firstly for the visitors, Jordan Lauday gets the start in net for the Bison. He's 6-9-1 on the year, an 8.72 save percentage and a 4.33 goals against average. He picked up the win here back in November on the Bison's 7-1 win in what ended up being a bizarre night for him, where he was both thrown out of the game and then unthrown out of the game. And by the point they could get him back on the ice, he was already in the shower. For the Bees, at the other end, it's Adam Goss who gets the start tonight. He is 6-16-2 on the year, an 8.79 save percentage and a 4.45 goals against average. He is, of course, the shirt off his back tonight if you're in the rink. Could win one of these very lovely pride jerseys, like a certain co-producer did last week, but then viciously claiming that it was in fact her mother. So the Bees in the black in their pride jerseys, the Bison in the home whites they are now, but wearing the red ones. their Pride night, obviously last night, the purple shirts. I've seen a couple of them around the rink so far on my wanders round. Haven't seen a purple jersey since the Manchester Phoenix. As the referee, James Irons, checks for the goalies. Calls them in. And we are underway for your Sunday night's entertainment. The Bison win the face-off. Puck finds way up to Llewellyn. Met by Goodbye at centre ice. He dumps it in. Goodchild. Straight on his home debut. Straight out on the first unit. On a two-way from the Slough Jets after being released by the Swindon Wildcats. Chipped up ice. Wilstead brings it down. Turned over though at the blue line. Milton to the front of the net. Linesman down. Play blown dead. We'll start from just outside the B zone. Face off won by Seb Moore. These will try and clear. Lindgren chips it ahead. Brendan Baird knocking him off the puck. Bison with it behind their own net, looking to start the rush. Attempted cross-ice pass. It does eventually make its way into the B zone. It's mopped up by Will Stead, who will not ice it. It's deemed to have been played by Marcus Mitchell as it goes the length of the ice. Sanford now looking for an option, and it's a penalty immediately called on the Bees. JJ Pitchley is off to the box. Interference. 1:15 on the clock, and the Bison will go on an early power play. The Bison power play heading into the weekend, 32 goals on it at an 18.18%. Most of those coming from Gail Llewellyn and George Norcliffe. They both have 6 this year. The Bees penalty kill, 89 of 126. Has given up 37, 70.63. Turnover, centre ice. Bees on the rush, short-handed shot, through on goal. Saved by Lauder as that goes high up into the netting. Face off to the right of Lauder. Bison win it. Brendan Walcombe short-handed chance nearly there. And his second short-handed goal of the year. Bison through centre ice. Milton takes a hit from Goodbye as he dumps it in. Morris. 2 beats for company. Turned over. Llewellyn wide open on this right-hand side. From high slot. Shot saved by Goss. Landsbergs. Dumps it below the goal line to Milton. He loses the handle for a second. Puck finds his way through to Morris. Goodbye gets in front of the attempted pass to Llewellyn, and that leaves the zone. Llewellyn cross-ice pass to Milton. Tries to go through the middle. Llewellyn picks up the loose puck. Leaves it for Baird. Milton from the face-off circle. Shot comes off the glove of Goss and goes over. Llewellyn tries to go back to centre ice. Joe Baird collects and easily plays that down the other end. 50 seconds left on the Pitchley minor. Bison start the attack again at the right-hand side. Norcliffe looks for an option, can't find it. Loose puck once again cleared by Lindgren this time. Bison once more chipped into the B zone. Wilstead is there first. Sanford blows a tyre, trying to chase him. Webb with it, off the boards, sets Lindgren on his way. Another shorthand chance potentially for the Bees. Lindgren, toe drag, swag, and into the top corner from Juha Lindgren. The Bees bounce first, 3:05 on the clock. Juha Lindgren short-handed. It starts from behind the net. Webb plays it off the boards in front of the Bees bench. Juha Lindgren skates his defenseman. Toe drag and top cheese for Lindgren's 17th of the year. Face off centre ice, won by the Bison. Wilson dispossessed by Mogg. That pass only finds Peacock though. Wilson again. Wilson wheels to the front of the net. Shot comes off the inside of Goss's pad and out the other side. Attempted cross-ice pass is wayward. Galazzi collects. Flips it up ice. Bison collect. Icing waved off. Lindgren from Webb from Will Stead, the first Bees goal. Bison with it though. Attempted pass over to Milton. Intercepted again, this time by Mogg. Big hit on Josh Kelly there by Stuart Mogg. Balaz collects on the left-hand flank. Cross ice finds Llewellyn. Back to Milton in freedom of the high slot, and that's easy as you like for Zach Milton. Instant reply from the Bison. 4:11 gone, game on again, 1-1. The Bees just could not clear the zone. Llewellyn collects, finds Zach Milton with just the freedom of the slot, and he roofs it over Adam Goss. And collects his 17th of the year. Go back to centre ice again. The Bison win the face-off once more. So a fast start here in Slough tonight. Icing waved off again. Milton from Llewellyn and Balaz, the Bison goal. Llewellyn, speak of the devil, shot is blocked. Goss plays it. Smith collects. Flips around the boards, no one really reads it. Shot comes from the blue line from Llewellyn, misses everybody. Bison keep it in the zone though. Balaz. Back to Milton, tries to return it to the Slovak. Wilstead collects a loose puck off the glass. That leaves the zone. Kelly goes back to collect. Finds King. Cross ice pass finds Balaz again. Steps round one. Drop pass to Milton. Hark up for company. Kept in off the blue line. Shot is well wide. Now coming from Mitchell. Galazzi with it. He got his 5th goal of the year. Takes a massive hit at centre ice from, that looks like it's Llewellyn. Quickly skates to the bench. Llewellyn, the penalty minute leader for the Bison. It was 111 the last I saw. Wilson on the blue line. Flips it down low. Bradley is there to collect. Baird finds Webb. Webb tries to go to Galazzi. Just about reaches him. Harkup tips it on into the Bison zone. Almost collects a loose puck. Bison lots of close-knit passing so far. Harkup now. Trying to turn away from Wilson. Held up by a linesman. Harkup. Dump it in. Rebound off the boards to the front of the net. Carnage in front. Puck is still loose and somehow it doesn't go in. Goodbye. Takes a hit. Dumps it into the corner. Goodbye. To the front of the net. Shot in front. Good child. Well saved that time by Lauday. 6:22 gone so far. And somehow it's still 1-1. Face off right of Lauday, won by the Bison. Neil Lydiard collects. Lydiard now his 30th professional season after retiring for all of 5 seconds at the end of last year. Banner finds Landsbergs. Bison can get them 2-on-2. Samford to the front of the net. That's swallowed up by Goss. He will hold on. We'll have a stoppage and play again. Once again, you can use the hashtag BeesMNL. Use @BeesMNL as well for all the updates, so if I miss anything. You can get your quotes up on the stream all night. Stream, of course, powered by TSI World. Bees win the face-off. Samford can't get onto the loose puck. Mogg knocks it away. Lindgren to Moore. Finds Smith. Tries to return it to Moore. Well blocked by Kelly. Samford. Up ice. Takes a lucky bounce off of Norcliffe. Lindgren. Away from Samford. Leaves it for Moore. Moore, cross ice, finds Smith. Good save from Lauder. He needs to be sharp to that one. Kept in by Hollister blue line. That shot goes fluttering up into Lauder's glove. That'll be blown dead. Face off. Bison come away with it. That is blown dead immediately. 7:22 gone in the first. Second time it's won by the Bees. Harvey Stead flips it into the corner. Attempted pass into the slot is picked off by the Bison. Will Stead turns away from Llewellyn and spins away from him the second time. Lydiard back to collect. Webb gets his pocket picked by Llewellyn. Leaves it for Lydiard. Over to Banner. Cross-ice pass bounces over Llewellyn's stick, but he's there to it. Linesman stops the rush, thankfully for the Bees. Milton. Off the skate of Balaz and into the Bees zone. Llewellyn first to it, leaves it for Balaz. Loose puck. Will Stead will try and get there first. Once again, he's beaten to it by Llewellyn. Milton gets it taken away by Will Stead this time. Good work. Pitchley over the blue line, tries to centre it, can't. Loose puck collected. Good child, wide open here on the left-hand side. Shot on goal. Takes a deflection away from Lauday. Mitchell looked to have blocked the first shot. Puck loose in front again. Finds his way up to Harvey Stead on the blue line. Shot through traffic, tip in front, that goes into Lauday's glove. 8:47 gone. Face off, won by the Bees. Bison even. Too many Bees. Peacock. Cross-ice pass picked off by Joe Baird. He stands Liam Morris up, doesn't leave him anywhere to go. Baird. Looking for an option. Only finds a Bison player. Steps into the zone. Shot is blocked up into the netting by Adam Goss. Shot from Callum Wilson. Wilson with 2 goals already this weekend. Taking him to 6 on the year. One thing that can be said for up here in the balcony is the dancing gets worse and worse every week. I'm going to get my microphone cut in a minute, I know that. Lindgren flips it up ice. Batted into the zone by Smith. King collects. Leaves it for Kelly. Off the boards. Good work from the Bison once again. Norcliffe at speed from a tight angle, saved by Goss. Still with it, Norcliffe. Finds an option on the blue line. That shot takes the deflection away from the goal, unfortunately, for the Bison. Moore looks for anyone in the black shirt. Finds Stuart Mogg, luckily. Jackson. Like I said, his first goal in 3 years last night. And Lindgren takes a big hit to the head there. That's called. Jay King doesn't agree with it. The arm was instantly up. Lindgren skated to the bench. 9:49 on the clock. Sorry, Josh Kelly sets for 2 minutes, I imagine. Referees having a discussion. As we await a official penalty from the referees. 2 minutes on the clock for Josh Kelly. 9:49. A good time to thank the Bees Platinum Partners, McTimonay Chiropractor Association, Thames Motor Group and HotelPlanner.com. The platinum sponsors of the Bees this year. Face off to the right of Lorde. 2 minutes for checking to the head from Josh Kelly. The Bees go on the power play for the first time tonight. The Bees power play, 28 goals on the year at 19.86%. Key contributor there, Alan Lack, who isn't playing tonight, and Don Goodbye with 4 goals. Brendan Walkham has 7. The Bison penalty kill has given up 40 goals this year at 76.88. They've given up more penalties than any team in the league. Mogg from the goal line, the Bees goal line, I should say. As they look for an option, Smith up the left-hand side, looks for a cross-ice pass, and Llewellyn shuts that down. Smith does eventually find Goodbye up on the right-hand side. He leaves it for Walkham. Shot on goal, saved by Lorde. Loose puck in front, that goes through Lorde and everybody and out the other side of the blue paint. Bison try and clear it, only find Josh Smith. Mogg keeps it in at the blue line. Goodbye. Down low to Walkham. Looks for an option, takes the shot, swallowed up by Lorde. And he'll hold for the whistle. I think the season might be starting to get to producer Nick. He now thinks he's an aeroplane. He's off to the left of Lorde, is won by the Bison. King winds up, fires it down at the other end of the ice. Takes a friendly bounce to Adam Goss. He sells it down for Wilstead. Bees will go again from behind their own net. Wilstead up the right hand side. Goes round Balaz. Goal line to goal line for Wilstead. Backhand pass over to Harvey Stead. Manages to find an option. Bison doing a good job of just crowding out every passing lane so far. Harvey Stead coughs it up. Bison will have a break here, 2-on-2. Norcliffe has an option. Good save from Adam Goss. He had to stand tall there, and he has done. Norcliffe back to the front of the net. Goss with another save after Harvey Stead lost his stick amongst the netminder's padding somehow. Harvey Stead with it now. 5 seconds left on the Kelly minor. Attempts to pass the Walkham, misses everybody. Chipped in, and that will kill the penalty. Harvey Stead evades Liam Morris. Morris first to a loose puck behind the net, backhands it towards goal, only comes off the goal. Harvey Stead's backhand pass finds his way over to James Galati. He looks for Harkup. Again, coughed up again. It's getting a bit scrappy here in the last couple of minutes from both sides. Harkup. Morris for company again. Knocked off the puck, finds Wilson. Shot from the blue line, straight into Adam Goss's chest. He holds on. 7:36 to go in the first. Of Goss. Won by Seb Moore. Smith flicks it high off the plexi. Llewellyn holds him up. The puck doesn't find its way over to Juha Lindgren. Milton gets back there, does a good job of knocking Lindgren off the puck. Cross-ice pass, that is well offside, deemed by the linesman. Balaz looked to have jumped the gun there by just a smidge. playing the average diet of a British hockey player. Face off won by the Bees. Bison first to the loose puck though. Jackson round the boards, finds Smith even. His pass finds up on the stick of Seb Moore. Moore at speed, drop pass to Lindgren, fortunately misses him. Bison can't come the other way as the loose puck falls on Monk's stick. Jackson off the linesman, finally finds his way up to Seb Moore. Moore will flip it towards goal. Lindgren collects. Back up to Jackson, winds up, fires, that misses everybody and goes into the far corner. Lindgren back to Seb Moore. Lindgren from a tight angle, that shot is off of Brendan Baird and up into the Bison fans. Face off right of Lauday, won by the Bees. Again whistled dead. Bees this time judged to be at fault. Here we go again, this time the Bison win it. They try and clear the zone, kept in for a brief second. Llewellyn. Straight up centre ice, drop pass to Ballas, shot is saved by Goss. Loose puck is batted away by the Bees netminder. Llewellyn has a second chance. Llewellyn flips it towards goal. Ballas does well to jump out the sky, catch it, drops it right next to the net. Luckily for the Bees, can't get it in. Shot from Walcombe, that takes a fun bounce and it's gone in! Well, we go from carnage at one end to carnage at the other. Brendan Walcombe for a second for the Bees tonight, 13:54. Just as Marcel Ballas almost tipped one in Michael Jordan-esque, Brendan Walcombe steps into the zone, fires a hopeful one, and it just trickles under Lauday's leg and over the line. Goodchild with the initial pass. Winds up on the American stick, and that boy cannot stop scoring. 32 on the year now for him. As we go back live, Baird with it, finds Bradley, tipped in by Galazzi. Webb is the first player there, looks for an option, gets one in Pitchley, leaves it for Webb. Webb tries to stuff it in short side, he's escorted off the premises by Tom Banner. Bradley, met by Peacock, Kelly. Attempts to pass, finds his way to Wilson. Webb does well to knock him away. Somehow that's gone down as Walcombe from goodbye from Wilstead. Producer Dick will confirm that I wasn't going mad. That was definitely Jack Goodchild who dropped past that. Nod of the head. Yes. Finally, I've done something right for him. Bison with it at centre ice. Chipped into the zone. Mogg will be the first player there. Norcliffe for company. Galazzi sets Seb Moore on his way. Moore the hopeful flick towards goal. Collision of bodies in the low slot. Jackson keeps it in the blue line. Bison still with it. Norcliffe finally gets it under control. Skates up, attacks Luke Jackson. Attempts a shot, misses everything. Still ends up on a Bison stick. Norcliffe finds Samford. From the goal line into the centre of the zone. Lindgren does well to chip it and get it across the blue line. Bison will have to reset. They do quickly. Shot winds up, fires, well blocked by Jackson. Off the plexiglass. Played by Mitchell, icing waved off. Lauday out of his net to play it. Attempted cross-ice dump, comes off of Harvey Stead. Beautifully finessed touch into the bottom right-hand corner from where I'm stood. Goodbye, spins around Milton, gets tripped up by Ballas. I'm not going to say it's obvious, but both referees have their arm up in the air here. And 10 seconds bigging it up beforehand, and they do nothing. Bison win the face-off. Try and clear. Goodbye. Can't quite grab it out the sky that time. Mog is there to play it. Cross-ice pass finds Josh Smith. Galazzi into the far corner. Goodbye. Finds Lindgren up on the blue line. Slides it over to Mog. Over to Goodbye. Goodbye winds up, fire shot, well saved by Lorde and well cleared by, I believe, Liam Morris. Could be wrong there. Goss out of his net to play it. Mog to Walken, who is on the rush, away from Morris. Those two do have previous. Turned over by Morris. Here come the Bison on the attack. Shot towards goal. Gloved by Goss the first opportunity. And Morris hauled down by Walken before he can get the follow-up. Smith into the zone. Looks for an option. Finds Galazzi. Back down low to Smith. Can't get under control. Lydiard there to escort the puck away from him. Galazzi keeps it in. 35 seconds left on the man advantage. Harvey Stead. Bees still with it. Shot comes in from the face-off circle. Tipped wide. Bees still with it. Wilstead. Arm up again. Bees will get another man advantage coming here. Held up behind the Bison net. Whistle does go. Another penalty called. 18-01. Holding is signalled by the referee. We'll see who is ushered to the box. We'll have 15 seconds of 5-on-3. Neil Lydiard sent to the box there. Some things never change. Lids and holding penalties. I've seen that for years with Swindon. 5-on-3 for 15 seconds. Bees win the face-off. Down low, behind the Bison net. Comes up to Goodbye. Goodbye steps in. Shot saved by Lorde. Puck is loose and cleared out the zone. That will kill the remainder of the Balaz minor off. Lindgren back to collect. Bison returns to 4. Goodbye. Through centre ice. Into the far corner. Goes round the boards to Smith. Finds way around to Galazzi. Attempts to pass to Goodbye. Gets tipped. Bison will come on the rush. And that is easy as you like for Marcel Balaz. The two imports combine. Balaz finds Luelle. Luelle's snapshot is saved, but a wide open goal for Marcel Balaz. Shorthander, 18-38. It was Tisser and Balaz there on the right hand side. Finds Luelle. His snapshot is well saved by Goss. The rebound ends up perfectly on the slow back stick. And he taps into the wide empty cage to tie this game up again at 2-all. Balaz now 18 for the year. Harvey Stead with it. Bees, of course, still on the power play. Good child, tries to get away from Norcliffe. Does. Finds a man. Wilstead collects. Leaves it for Pitchley. Pitchley winds up. That comes off the shoulder of Lorde. Good child. Back to Harvey Stead. Final minute of the first period. Shot towards goal. Goes straight through everyone and in! The Bees retake the lead on the power play. I think it's Harvey Stead. We'll find out in a second. 19:03. It comes to Harvey Stead. They're up on the blue line. shot towards goal. It looks like it may have taken a tip off JJ Pitchley in front. Through traffic, a couple of deflections. It's through Lauday and in. We heard you like goals. How about 5 in the first period? Face off, won by the Bison at centre ice. Penalty coming on the Bison again. Gail Llewellyn goes to the box. James Galazzi and Marcel Ballas have a few words. And that man advantage that the Bees were about to have may have just been wiped out. And here we go. Exchanging pleasantries below us. Lots of players wanting to know how their gloves smell. Wilstead and Marcus Mitchell there. Mitchell looks like he's lost his bucket. A linesman's been taken down. Oh, sorry, Justin Alomda has rugby tackled Gail Llewellyn. Co-producer Annika, I do apologise. I'm probably not going to be able to keep up with this one. 19:16 on the clock. Llewellyn hooking was definitely the first one there. So it was going to be a Bees power play. Now, I'm not so confident. James Galazzi was definitely called for a penalty there, for a punch on Marcel Ballas, which knocked him to his bottom. We will wait and see what comes of it. If you didn't know it's a local derby still, now you know. Referees having a meeting. There's still chirps going. Marcus Mitchell is daring Will Stead to drop the gloves. And Marcus Mitchell has just been given a misconduct. And Will Stead has been given a misconduct. So they will be sent to the changing rooms for the remainder of this period. Those two were having a conversation down here below us. Now they've been told to leave the ice for the remainder of this period. So I'm going to imagine those are 10s if they've been escorted from the premises. Poor Annika up here with me, can't type fast enough. And there's only 280 characters as well. Good luck. See, producer Nick, you've got it so easy at the moment. Hit one button, hit the other button. I know a button you can push here, producer Nick. Let us know your thoughts. Use the hashtag BeesMNL. And why not follow us through in-game updates at BeesMNL. If you use both the tags, producer Nick can find them and put them on the stream if he stops taunting his wife. He does say it helps if you tweet it in. I agree. Let us know your thoughts on all of that, the first period so far. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching with, any shout-outs you might like. We'll do our best to get as many of them for you, because, you know, this might take a while. Stephen Matthews there explaining the decisions to the players. So like I said, one I'm confident on was Gail Llewellyn, 2 for hooking. I saw that one. That was the one he called. Then Lord knows. I believe James Galazzi has gone for 2 as well, because that was signalled for throwing a punch. Mitchell and Will Stead have gone for misconduct. So I imagine those are 10. Don't quote me on this, I'm often wrong. Oh good, I've just been told this might be a job for me. Producer Nick's got his notepad out, or should I say, my notepad out. So face-off is coming down at the Bees end. Looks like it's going to be a Bison power play, he says questioningly. Yeah, the Bison are going 5-on-4 here. So, let's hope you can write fast enough here, Nick. Could be quick. So we'll wait and see what pops up on the scoreboard. It was all going so well. Too well. Just have to wait for the penalty to show up on the scoreboard now. There's 10s on each, so Mitchell and Stead are 10s for definite now. We know that. Drum roll, please. Oh, we're still waiting for a penalty to turn up on the clock here. It's 2 minutes on the Bees. 2. Answers on a postcard at home, or answers on a tweet. There you go. There's how you get your tweets in. James Galazzi has 2 minutes for, let's say, roughing. I'm going to go with roughing. It's probably what's going to be announced. Gail Llewellyn also has 2 minutes. So it is 4 on 4. So the James Galazzi gets 2 minutes of roughing. The power play is evened up. 4 on 4. Mog plays the puck over to Goodbye. Returns to the captain. Harvey Stead. Up ice. Chipped towards Goodbye. Balaz intercepts. So we look to just run out the rest of this period. Bees want an offside, not given. King, the furthest player up ice. Milton finds that is Balaz. He's hauled down. Bees have a chance for one last attack. Goodbye. Steps in, slides over to Walkham. He can't tip it in past Lorde. Goodbye, first on the loose puck. So Galazzi 2 for cross-checking. As the buzzer goes. And more conversations take place. So, to answer all those questions, all those penalties timed at 19:16 for the Bees. James Galazzi, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Will Stead, 10 minutes for misconduct. The Bison, Gail Llewellyn, 2 minutes for hooking. And Marcus Mitchell, 10 minutes misconduct. And through all that, we have got to the end of the first period of the score. The Bees 3, the Bison 2. Short-handed goals for each side. The Bees power play marker towards the end of that first period, enough to give them the lead going into this break. We will try and get everything sorted. We'll bring you all the stats and info in about 15 minutes' time, along with the scores from around the league. Welcome back as the referees just step foot on the ice for the start of the second period. Stats are here first. The Bees 3, Bison 2, shots on goal. It was 12 apiece on both netliners, Goss and Lorde. Lindgren, Walkham, and we think Harvey Stead with the third goal. We still haven't had that confirmed to us. Could be JJ Pitchley. Who knows? One of them has scored. Oh, actually, no. Yes, they have. Producer Nick has put it on, given it to the Bison anyway, and he's just realised what he's done. So JJ Pitchley has scored for the Bison. Penalties we did get confirmed there as well. So in the end, Mitchell and Stead will sit the first 8 minutes in the box now. From around the league, scores currently in the first period, it's the Peterborough Phantoms 0, Swindon Wildcats 1. Reed saves with a goal there, as producer Nick fixes his boo-boo. At the end of the first, it's the Raiders 0, the Hull Seahawks 1, Emil Svek with the goal. And one that I will have to give you the updates on all the goal scorers at the end of the next period break. After 2 periods, it's the Sheffield Steel Dogs 8, the Bristol Pitbulls 2. Telford leads, faces off in about any minute now. But yes, Bristol, after conceding 15 in Milton Keynes last Saturday, conceding 8 in the first 40 minutes in Sheffield tonight. So 4 on 4 for the next minute and change. B's second goal now changed. Jack Goodchild gets the assist that me and producer Dick called. Point to the nerds. As Stephen Matthews calls them in for tonight's second period. And we are underway once more. Marcel Balaz winning the face-off. Zach Milton turning away from, that's Dan Bradley. Milton snaps a shot, that's blocked. Walkham off the boards. Goodbye, shot saved by Lorde. He covers up, whistle's blown. So all got a bit aggro in the last 2 minutes of that period. We'll see if there is any more carryover once we get back to 5 on 5. turnover. Goodbye. Tried to leave it for Walcombe. He gets his stick lifted by Balaz, and that gets right through to Kelly. Kelly takes the blue line, flicks it into the zone. Bradley gets the loose puck first. Kelly does well to knock him off it. Bradley. Up to Goodbye. Backhand flick, missed by King, falls on Walcombe's stick. Walcombe's shot from an obscene angle is held in Lauday's pads. 50 seconds gone in this period, 26 remaining on the 4-on-4. Face off left of Lauday. Won by Morris. Lydiard collects the loose puck. Baird coughs it straight up to Lindgren. Moore up to the blue line. Return pass back, finds Moore. Moore to the front of the net. Lindgren can't get the tip in. Lydiard with a good save, as it were. Stop, I should say even. Morris up the right hand side. Cross-ice pass is not to tape of Brendan Baird. Both teams back to 5-on-5. Pass finds Galazzi. Lindgren finds Seb Moore. Can't get it on his stick. Moore spins away from Lydiard. Moore to the front of the net. That's covered by Lauday at the second time of asking. Puck's still loose. No one knows where it is. It's down below me. Baird clears it off the boards. Wilson brings it away for the Bison. Wilson cuts in. Shot goes over Goss. Off the plexi. Moore will clear. Cross-ice pass finds a wide open Hugh Lindgren. Winds up, fires. That misses everybody. Webb leaves it. Wilson collects the loose puck. Chipped in. I believe that's Cathcart playing it. Goes around the boards and misses everybody. Icing waved off. Lydiard collects. Webb off the plexi. Finds Balaz, who does clear the zone. Travis Penny out for his first shift of the night. Does want to block that pass. Loses his stick though. But he's just being sent back the wrong way for them. Finally turn and find an option. Galazzi flicks it over. Harkup. Lydiard has been out there for about 2.5 minutes now. Milton. Into the zone for the Bison. That shot goes over everybody into the netting like a breaking play. Face off left of Goss is won by the Bees. Up the boards. Not offside. Goodbye met by Llewellyn. Goodbye still with it. A couple of hacks and whacks there from both sets of players. Balaz brings it away. Balaz holds off his man, gets a shot on goal. Milton tries to drop past it, but only Goodbye is there. Bees break the other way. Goodbye finds Walcombe. Walcombe can't get in on this tape. Tries to look for a drop pass. Well blocked there by Brendan Baird. Milton first to the loose puck. Tries to go to Balaz. Balaz does finally collect the puck. Chipped away from Llewellyn. But he's still with it. Baird. Looks for pass. Only finds a man in a black shirt. Milton brings it over the line. That's very, very offside. Face off won by Norcliffe. King gets over centre ice and flips it into the zone. Mogg is the first player there. He finds Moore. Banner first to the loose puck. Slides it over to King. King tries to go through centre ice and Norcliffe. That misses everyone, ends up on Luke Jackson's stick. And vice versa. That pass misses everybody, goes length of the ice and will be called icing with 15:53 to go in the second. Face off won by the Bison. Landsbergs loses possession. Bees will counter the other way. Smith to the front of the net. Moore gets brilliantly stick lifted there by Banner. Good advert for the Slough Jets there. Tom Banner inside Moore. Banner cross ice to King. Turned over again. Smith backhands it into the Bison zone. King manages to clear it. Smith, cross ice pass. Tempted to go back by Galazzi. Banner does well to block it. Smith flips it into the far corner. Bison will come the other way. Loose puck collected by Wilstead. He goes back behind his own net, leaves it for Webb. Webb turns away from Landsbergs. Bison with it now. Morris through centre ice. Holds off bed, shot towards goal, off the side netting. Puck finds a way to the front of the net. Samford off the post. Misses everybody. Comes all the way back out to the blue line. Bees with it. Pitchley to the front of the net and the Galazzi misses it. Morris clears it up to Landsbergs. Morris and Pitchley exchanging words. Landsbergs tries to get round Bradley. Can't do it. So I should say that's Cathcart actually. That was quite hard to read from the far end, sorry. Good forechecking here from the Bison, keeping the Bees penned in. Bees finally able to break out. Morris goes for a hip check and misses by a country mile. Webb brings into the zone. Good work by Jack Peacock there. Turned over though. Tip in front from Galazzi from the point shot. That goes wide. Lydiard able to clear. Wilson is brilliant well to keep that under control. All getting scrappy again now. Peacock loses out for a second as well to knock the puck loose. Finds his way over to Goodbye. Looking to set something up here. Good child into the Bison zone. Goodbye gives chase. Stick lifts Kelly, pantses him. Attempted pass is blocked by Lydiard. Good child beats Lids to it again. Lydiard with a big block. Llewellyn comes the other way and blows a tyre to the applause of the Bees faithful. Kept in though. Baird tries to go back to Llewellyn. Wilstead, sorry, not Wilstead. That one is Bradley, I should say. Ballas sets Milton away. Milton looking for an option, goes for the shot. That's off the post and in this time. The Bison tie it up. Zach Milton with his second of the night at 27-20. The pressure had been building. The turnover happens on the blue line. Milton steps in. Just keeps stretching the defenseman out to the side. Finds a shot and goes posting in on Adam Goss. As the Bison tie it back up at 3-3. Centre ice and face-off is won by Moore. Kelly takes it away from Moore. Norcliffe, Mogg chips it back into the zone. Milton from Llewellyn and Ballas, the third goal for the Bison. Jackson takes a hit, manages to clear the puck away from danger, I should say. To the front of the net again, puck is loose, no one knows where it is, Adam Goss in particular. Bees can't quite clear it, King keeps it at the blue line. They do get a chance now, cross-ice pass. Lindgren able to get on the rebound, he's got better company, Lindgren gets the shot away, saved by Lawley. 11:57 here to go in the second. Stead and Mitchell should be back in the game at the next break in play. Now I've said that, the next break in play is going to be in the next 2 seconds. Face off, right of Lorde, picked up by Penny. Penny finds Wilson. Can't get away from Bradley. He's coming again, Pitchley, that's going to be offside. Massively offside. See, I was right. Oh, no, I was right, it was 1 second early. Cathcart didn't see Galazzi all the way on the face-off dots. Just outside the Bison zone. Won by Liam Morris this time. King. His attempt to pass blocked by Galazzi. Galazzi looks for a cross-ice pass, no one there in a black shirt. Offside again there on the Bees. Your street cred is going way down here, guys. Bison look to clear at the length of the ice. That is icing. Face-off will be to the right of Lorde. Won by Llewellyn. Finds his way over to Milton. Milton, of course, on a hat-trick now. Moving into the zone. Harvey Stead takes it away from Bars. Finds Bradley. Up to Goodchild. Goodchild leaves it for Goodbye. Goodbye tries to go back to Goodchild. He's held up there by Milton. Brilliantly well. That pass is way, but only finds Goodbye. Goodbye looks for an option, but only finds Neil Lydiard. He sets Milton on his way. 3-on-2 here. Milton over to Llewellyn. Llewellyn snaps the shot. That goes over everybody and out the zone all the way back to centre ice. Kelly to Milton. That is deemed a hook by the captain, by the coach, I should say. No arguments this time. Don Goodbye will go for 2 minutes for hooking. 29-23. The Bison return to the power play. Tonight's stream obviously powered by TSI World. I think they do it in my announcer voice. And I'd like their platinum partners, hotelplanner.com, McTimonay, Chiropractor Association, and Thames Motor Group, along with TechSource, Maidenhead Aquatics, and HPS. There are more, I don't know, but I can get a minute. Bison on the power play, face off right of Goss, won by the Bison. Llewellyn from the blue line, who usually sets up shop on this power play. Milton from the face off dart. Pass goes nowhere. Llewellyn first to the loose puck. Chips it down low. Bees will try and clear. They can't. It's tipped away. Llewellyn does well to keep it in. Holds off Smith. Loses out on the second time though. And the Bees clear. Halfway into the game now. As the Bison on the attack. King into the zone. Backhands it around Will Stead. Landsbergs. Tries to slide it over to Llewellyn. Bees work it clear and clear at the length of the ice. Perfectly played into the corner. Morris has to go and play it. Landsbergs. Good killing this from the Bees. Milton finally able to get the control of the puck. He goes straight through centre ice. And offside as Llewellyn questions the linesman's decision, not realising that he's about 3 foot inside the B zone. Face off once again won by the Bison. Norcliffe Over to Wilson. Wilson gets bundled from behind by Lingram. And the whistle goes. Not sure what for. Bit of confusion amongst everybody in the rink. Face-off will be just outside the B zone again. Won by Balaz. Wilson finds his way over to Balaz, who skates in up the left-hand side. Tries to step around the Bees defenseman. Finds Norcliffe. Balaz up to Wilson on the blue line. Baird through traffic. Block it down the front. Norcliffe with it. Shot is saved by Goss. Comes back to Norcliffe. Goes round the back of the net to Balaz. To the front of the net. That takes a wicked deflection. Zips over Goss's head. Back round to Balaz. Wilson stepping in off the blue line this time. Balaz. Baird gets poke checked away. Bison still with it to the front of the net. Good save from Goss off the snapshot from Sanford. Bees will have a break on here. 3-on-2 if they play it well. Walcombe looking for an option. Finds Goodbye back door. Can't get on the end of his stick. Goodbye ushered away from the puck by Brendan Baird. Does well to battle back towards it. Finds Walcombe. Walcombe to the front of the net. That goes wide. Lydiard is there first. He backhands it out the zone. Goodbye. Wheels. Away from Sanford. Goodbye. Drops it off for Walcombe. Walcombe shot. Make the bottle pop. Brendan Walcombe is second of the night. 32-0 on. The Bees go back in front for the fourth time this evening. Goodbye wheels into the zone just off camera. Drops it off to Walcombe. And it's blocker high on Lauday for his second of the night. He's now up to 33 for the year. Closing in on 50 points. Jackson loses the handle on the puck. We go back wide. Wilson loses the puck as well. Kelly keeps it in the zone. Wilson tries to make a hit. Two bodies collide. Webb up the left-hand side. That takes a deflection. Luckily for the Bees, comes back to a Bees stick. Pitchley with the tip into the zone. Webb is bundled into the boards by Kelly. Awkward landing there. Walcombe from Goodbye, the official goal. Held up here down low. Pitchley and Kelly exchanging pleasantries. And it's all going a bit Derby again. I believe both Pitchley and Kelly are being sent to the box here. 32-39 if you're playing along at home. Kelly 2 minutes up on the board. Pitchley's quickly follows. We'll go back to 4-on-4. Face off left of Lauday. Won by Llewellyn. Mitchell. Sebmore for company. His clearance misses everybody. Icing is waved off. Bees from behind their own net. 2 for roughing on Kelly. I imagine it'll be the same for Pitchley. Will Stead takes a shot, blocked away by Lauday. Both players 2 for roughing. Milton collects the loose puck. Moore does really well to just knock him off it for long enough to get help. Bees bring it the other way. Cross-ice pass finds Will Stead. Stead and Mitchell renewing pleasantries. Stead now with Brendan Baird for company. He knocks it away from him. Llewellyn will bring it clear. That's centre ice. Brilliantly poke checked by, that's Brendan Walcombe again. Loose puck collected by Baird. Milton. Walcombe sneaks up behind and steals it from him. Walcombe through centre ice. On his own, Walcombe snaps a shot, brilliantly blocked by Marcus Mitchell. Milton turns the other way. Llewellyn, 3B to company, leaves it for Milton. Milton takes a big hit from Harvey Stead. Stead acknowledges it was bad. The penalty is called. Llewellyn takes exception to it. Milton makes sure that there is no malice behind it. Obviously, Zach Milton, the former B, Harvey Stead, former teammates. 33:54 the time of the penalty. Harvey Stead, I imagine it's 2 for Ninging. We'll wait official confirmation. So we're 4 on 3. Bison back to the man advantage. Lots of empty space now. Face off, the right of Goss, won by the Bees, and cleared the length of the ice. Kelly finds Milton. 2 for tripping is the call from Harvey Stead. Milton's pass finds Norcliffe, and that's well saved by Goss. .5:47 to go in the second. Face off won by the Bison, finds his way over to King. Norcliffe to King. The Bison just setting up 4 corners here. Milton. Shot on goal, saved by Goss, no tip as Norcliffe tried to cut to the front of the net. 13 seconds before we go 5 on 4. To the right of Goss. Bison win it again. Llewellyn this time. Gets held up. Bees will try and clear, and they do, and they have a break opportunity. Brilliantly stopped by Jay King. Would have set Walcombe away. Milton finds Ballas. Ballas' shot saved by Goss. Rebound is held at the second time of asking. As we go to 5 on 4. We go to the right of Goss again. Held up. Bees gets a loose puck first, try and clear it. Webb can't finish the job. Morris did a good job keeping it in. Llewellyn. Winds up, fires, takes a deflection, takes it over the bar. Good tip there from Ryan Webb. Bees will clear. Milton collects the loose puck, turns away from Ryan Webb. Milton weaving his way into the Bees zone. Leaves it for Llewellyn. Can't quite get on the end of Baird's stick. Let's pick it up though. Bison with it, it's brilliantly held up. Landsberg can't get on the end of the loose puck. Bees will try and clear. That goes up into the rafters. Misses Every, takes a bounce almost away from Lauday. Luckily not at enough speed to cause the netminder any problems. King. Drop past to Morris, taken away by Galazzi. Beast still with it. More penalties are being called. Smith was escorted into the boards by Baird, fairly I should say. But there's more discussions going on. More exchanges of insurance details. 35:51 as we head back onto the penalty parade. Joe Baird sitting down in the box this time. 5 on 3 for 4 seconds. Face off. Was dropped, even though Adam Goss was facing the wrong way. Not the first time we've seen something like this happen in a Bison game this month. Hi, Jordan, below me. Two for interference for Joe Baird. Puck held up. Bison try and work it away. Bees get back to 4 as Harvey Stead comes out of the box. Balaz from the goal line. Back up to Hallam Wilson. Wilson steps in, fires well wide. Mogg collects a loose puck. He's pushed off by Balaz. Norcliffe back to Balaz from the goal line. Wilson slides down to Brendan Baird, winds up, slap pass, tipped by Gabai. Baird to Wilson. Shot is blocked. Baird collects again, steps in from the face-off circle. That shot is saved at the first time by Goss and well blocked at the second. Didn't see it, I was, he threw themselves in front of it for the Bees. Baird winds up again, that shot tipped in front, well saved by Goss. 3:19 to go in the second. Producer Nick informed me that it was Stuart Mogg with the block there to stop the second one. 94, Nick, not 24, 94. Puck comes the length of the ice to Lorde. Bison with it, Llewellyn. Just under a minute left on the Baird minor. King sets Morris on his way. Stops, drops, finds Llewellyn eventually. Tip over in front. That is brilliant from the Bison. It's a well-worked power play goal. You can't give them that many in a row. It's 4-all, 37-07. It's good work from Morris. He stops, leaves it for the on-rushing forward, finds Llewellyn, tick-tack-toe. As quick as it's on a stick, it's away. And it's back on Zach Milton's stick. He completes the hat-trick. And ties the game up for the 4th time tonight for the Bison. Face-off won by Balaz. Puck finds way up to Moore. Bees try and bring it away. They can do. Attempts to pass, misses everybody. It's gone down as Milton from Morris. There is a Llewellyn assist. I'm sure that'll be corrected at some point. Pitchley turns away from danger. Bees looking for an option. Finds Moore. Met at the blue line by 3 men in white shirts. Milton brings it the other way. Snaps a shot towards goal. Takes a deflection and goes wide. Bees trying to clear the zone. They do eventually get the opportunity as they all fall down like human skittles. Pitchley holds it up, tries to set Moore away. Harvey Stead steps up into the play. His attempt to pass to Moore is blocked by King. Balaz collects. Looks for an option. Finds no one. Bees to it first. Chip it into the zone. King collects the loose puck. Fans on the pass. Luckily no one there. Fans on it again and it somehow takes it away from Goodchild this time. Samford chips it into the zone. Mogg collects. Bees clear. Used to a tip to in, no icing. Mitchell round to Baird. Fans on the pass, falls to Goodchild. Goodchild tries to leave for Gabai. He gets stick lifted by Norcliffe. Puck finds his way back to Gabai. He has to dump it in. Balkan was very offside again. Lorde out of his net to play it. Mitchell brings it away. Walcombe gets a tip on it. Probably stops Alex Samford on the rush. Into the final minute of the second period. Walcombe gets it back from Goodchild. Walcombe flies it across the blue paint. Nobody there. Bison have another go. Norcliffe. Norcliffe tries to go through the Bees D-man. Can't pull it off. Bees can't quite get it under control enough. Baird first to the loose puck. Norcliffe again. Into the zone. Away from one. Leaves it for Samford. Samford winds up. Fires and that's gone in as well. The Bison take the lead for the first time tonight. 39-29. It's been all for the men in white in the last 5 minutes. Norcliffe steps into the zone, leaves it for Samford. Norcliffe then becomes the screen on Goss as it rattles past him. glove high into that top right-hand corner. Less said about George falling over, the better. The Bison piling on the pressure and getting the lead they deserve. Morris almost breaks in again. Wilson chips in into the zone. 24 seconds to go. Bees time for one last rush. Attempted pass, gloved down at the blue line by Morris. He goes back to Lydiard. Morris. Through centre ice, 5 seconds. Morris held up. Bees knock it away from him. Harkup will hold it up. And that will end the second period. And what a turnaround it's been for our visitors from Basingstoke. 2 goals from Zach Milton. And Alex Sanford sniping one home in the final minute. Gives them the lead for the first time after the Bees went 4-3 up. Midway through that period. It's currently Bees 4, Bison 5 as some more pleasantries are exchanged as the teams go off the ice. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with all the stats from that period and the scores from around the league. Welcome back before the start of the third period here tonight in Slough, where it's currently Bees 4, Bison 5. We'll get you the stats in 2 minutes. We'll quickly go around the leagues. The other 4 games take place tonight. At the end of the second period, it's Peterborough Phantoms 0, Swindon Wildcats 2. Chris Jones with a second there for the Cats in the second period. It's Raiders 2, Hull Seahawks 2. Alex Roberts and a Mikey Power power play goal for the Raiders, and Emil Svek his second of the night for the Seahawks. Telford Tigers 1, Leeds Knights 3. That's the end of the first period. Tom Carlon for the Tigers, Kieran Brown, Carl Shudra and Zach Brooks for the Leeds Knights. And I'm going to try and do this on one breath here. The end of the game, it finished the Sheffield Steel Dogs 9, the Bristol Pitbulls 5. And of course, there were 10 different goal scorers. For the Pitbulls, 2 for Josh Shaw, 1 for Mason Lipsey, Nick Corrich and Elliot Lewis. For the Sheffield Steel Dogs, 2 for Cameron Brownlee, Lee Bonner, Jason Hewitt, and goals from Vlad Volkanovs, Alex Graham and Matt Lee Hayward. I'll get it right, I can't even read my own handwriting now. So 9-5 in Yorkshire in the What's a Defence game. Meanwhile here tonight, it's Bees 4, Bison 5. Shots on goal for that second period. There were 7 on Jordan Lauday in the Bison net and 17 on Adam Goss in the Bees net. Brendan Morecambe getting his second goal of the night and his 33rd of the year. Zach Milton scoring 2 in that period to complete his hat-trick, taking him up to 19 goals this year. And Alex Sanford putting the Bison ahead for the first time on the night with that goal in 30 seconds left in the period. The Bees really getting themselves into penalty trouble there towards the end of the period. It really turned the tide in the Bison's favour. Those 2 penalties in the last 6 minutes, giving the Bison the opportunity that they now have and leading the game. Don't forget, you can use the hashtag BeesMNL, tag us at BeesMNL. Producer Nick gets to see them all go through his screen, and he pops them up on the stream as and when they come in. Like this one, crazy game from Skids. Yeah, there's no better summation for it so far. It has been crazy. We've had 9 goals so far. Like a good derby should be, there's all to play for, 20 to go. Zach Milton's hat-trick only tells the game 4-4 for Alex Sanford. I'm going to guess gives the Bison the lead. That's from Banners on the Wall, Anthony Russell. Banners on the Wall at wordpress.com. Does get info on everything around EIHA. Particularly good to me in helping me out with the game sheets for another WordPress site that we know. More on that soon, my evil helper monkey. Producer Nick is helping me with something fun for next season. As we're back here, as James Irons calls them in for the third period, and we are underway as the Bees win the opening draw. Harvey Stead up to Jack Goodchild. Cross-ice pass finds Brendan Walcombe. He goes to Goodbye. Goodbye gets taken away from him, and the Bison clear the zone. Harvey Stead over to his brother, Will. Ships it in. Goodchild will give chase. Puck is taken away from him. I've also just realised Jack Goodchild's 2 games so far for the Bees have come against the Bison both times. Face off to the left of Lauday. Bison still arguing against the icing call there. Must admit, it wasn't icing, but hey ho. Face off won by the Bees. Moore's pass misses Luke Jackson at the blue line. We'll go length of the ice. Jackson first to it. He can clear it back up the other end. Baird with it. Up centre ice. Taken away. Moore. Coughs the puck up. Mogg off the glass. Backhanded into the zone by Lindgren. Lindgren does well to just read the play. Gets himself in the way there. Webb takes a tumble. Shot in front is blocked. Bison will come the other way. Baird does a good job of just knocking Balaz off the puck. Moore leaves it for Webb. Webb up the right hand side towards goal. Harker collects a loose puck. Backhands it. No one there in a black shirt. Brendan Baird goes to collect. Mitchell off the boards. Puck bouncing loose. High stick there. It's an accidental one, but it's a high stick nonetheless. Can't see who that is down in the B shirt. Didn't see who that was. He went in the box, sorry, but there's a penalty coming. 41-35 the time. High sticks is the call, and it looks like it's going to be 2 minutes. I should have known it'd be JJ Pitchley who was taken down. It's not a home game unless JJ Pitchley has been had to be helped back to the bench in some way, shape or form. Edgars Landsbergs, 2 minutes for high sticking. Face off to the right of Lauday. Won by the Bison. And you do clear it the length of the ice. Bounces to Goss. He leaves it for Mogg. Been announced as hooking. It was definitely high sticks, and that is a turnover to George Norcliffe, and easy as you like. The Bison extend their lead off a turnover behind the goal, and George Norcliffe gets an easy one, 42-51. It's good work from Marcel Balaz against 2 Bs, and George Norcliffe, wide open, quickly dispatches it past Adam Goss. There's the hit off the puck. Balaz, Norcliffe, acres of space in the low slot for the Bison's 6th of the evening. And a second short-hander of the night. Good shot now into the zone. Walcombe dekes Lauday out and scores! Straight at the other end. Brendan Walcombe completes his hat-trick. And goal number 34 on the year. 41-57. There's a hat on the ice. He can't stop scoring right now. Straight off the draw. Good child into the zone. Brendan Walcombe dekes Jordan Lauday out of his pants. Walcombe, 49 points now. And we go back to 5-on-5, and the score is back to a 1-goal game, 5-6. Bees win the face-off. Wilstead. Bison Milton into the zone, hauled down, so he thinks. Shot in front from Llewellyn into the netting. And have a break in play. Face off won by the Bees. Baz wins it, back up to the blue line. Shot takes the deflection front, goes behind Goss's net. Balaz between the legs, drop pass, only finds Johan Lindgren. Kept in at the blue line by Lydiard. Shot in front. Once again, that's gone down as an assist to JJ Pitchley. Producer, it was definitely 21 again, wasn't it? Yep. I'm not going to say we might be right on this one, but we might be. Milton wheeling away from Moore. Llewellyn. Moore for company. Moore does well just to hold him up for long enough. Penalty coming here on Llewellyn. Bees break. Wilstead into the zone. Bison touch up. And Llewellyn receives 2 minutes for high sticking as well. 43-01. You've got to feel for those penalty box attendants tonight. They've been worked into the ground. So it might be announced as Walcombe from Pitchley, but we're definitely going Walcombe from Goodchild. Face off right of Lauday. Llewellyn sitting 2 minutes or less. Face off won by the Bees. Goodchild collects. Bison will clear, length of the ice. Goss watches it fly around the boards. Harveystead collects. Goes back to Will. Dangerous game here for the Bees now. Harveystead, Balaz lurking. Wilstead up the right hand side. Into the zone. That's offside. And despite the fact the Bees were going backwards, it has been called. Face off just outside the Bison zone. Pitchley wins the draw. Wilstead brings it up the left hand side into the zone. Wilstead, one man to beat. Good block by Lydiard. Beast still with it. Wilstead over to Harvey. Wilstead now slides it towards goal. That's blocked again by Lydiard and cleared out the zone. 1 minute left on the Llewellyn minor. Offside again now called, and that will get a length of the ice. Another mistake by the Bees. Face off left of Goss, 57 seconds left on the Llewellyn minor. Won by Galazzi. Goodbye will start the rush. Finds Galazzi, he dumps it opposite corner. Puck taken away from Lindgren, Bison will clear it the length of the ice again. Applauded by the Bison bench. Mogg with it. Mogg brings it up centre ice, takes centre ice, flicks it into the zone. Milton tries to clear, Mogg does well to block it, and that ends up covered by Lauday. The Bees will start inside the Bison zone, 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Face off right of Lauday, won by the Bison, and they will clear it. That will probably do it for the rest of this power play. Goss thinks about going out to play it, leaves it for Goodbye instead. Goodbye at speed, Goodbye shot, save from Lauday, that goes wide of the net eventually. And Bison will clear it again. Goss out of his net to play it. Bison kill another one off. Mogg over to Harveystead. Chipped in by Galazzi. Llewellyn backhands it out the zone. Bees collect with Harveystead again. Spins away from Balaz up to Moore. Chips it to Webb. Webb fires one on goal. Rebound loose. Pitchley can't get the shot away. Good work from Brendan Baird in front. Pitchley tries to go back to Harveystead. Bison blocked that attempted pass. Chipped up ice, and that puck bounces one side of the blue line and then back out the other side for an offside. Unfortunately there, or fortunately if you're a fan of the black and gold. Face off just outside the B zone. Comes down to Adam Goss, he plays it out to Harvey Stead. Webb, off the boards to Moore, turned over. Bison can't get under control. Wilstead now brings it up ice himself. Wilstead backhands it on goal. Warday blocker down, keeps it out. Puck loose in front. Moore can't keep it in the zone. Bison can break again. Shot in front of the net. That's another loose puck rebound. George Norcliffe did brilliantly well to bring it into the zone. Backhands it on goal. Goss does well on the first one, doesn't control the rebound, and it's easy as you like for Alex Samford. It's 7-5. Norcliffe between two, fires the one shot. It comes loose in front, and Alex Samford, despite the despairing dive of Sebastian Moore, slots it in to restore the 2-goal lead. 46-10 the time of the goal. Face off won by the Bison. Turned over again. He's bringing it into the zone. Goodchild takes a heavy hit there from Mitchell. Bounces back up immediately. Bison clear. Joe Baird. Off the glass. That bounces away from Goodchild. Walcombe. Drop to goodbye. You can't control it. That leaves the zone. Baird. Over to Goodchild. Llewellyn for company. Llewellyn throws quite a late hit there. Walcombe at speed. Leaves it for Goodbye. Goodbye snaps on goal. That goes wide. Around the glass. Bison wait. Leave it for Mogg. Jackson. Walcombe tips it on. Goodbye again. Goodbye round the back of it. Goes to the wraparound for in front. That's in front to Brendan Walcombe, who gets his 4th of the night. This is insane now. 47-07. It's 6-7. It's good work from the coach. He goes round the back of the net, draws the D out position, and it's another great finish for Brendan Walcombe's 50th point of the year. He just loves scoring against the Bison. 35 goals now this year. And back to a 1-goal game. Anyone keeping track here? Into the zone now for the Bison. Wilson, met by Jackson. Comes loose to Peacock. Walcombe from Goodbye and Mogg is the official 6th goal. Pitchley held up at the blue line. Jackson steps in. Jackson's in front of the net. Rebound is loose in front again, but it's cleared away from Bison. Only as far as Pitchley, though. Pitchley tries to set Harkup away. Lydiard is first to the puck. Bison clear. Wilson backhands it to no man's land. Wilstead tries to play it into the zone. It's blocked, takes a bounce. And finally, Harvey Stead will settle it down. Finds a wide open James Galazzi. Ships it ahead. Banner first to it. Bees keep it in the zone. Shot towards goal. Takes deflection off Moore. Collected by King. So we've had 14 goals in Sheffield tonight. We've had 13 goals here now. Bison into the zone with Norcliffe. Cathcart collects a loose puck. Norcliffe takes it off his stick. Goss has to be alert and covers up. 11:18 left in the game. Face off right of Goss, won by the Beans. Cathcart scorts it round. Bison keep it in at the blue line. Cathcart away from Samford. Moore. Finds Joe Baird. Lindgren, cross-ice pass to Moore. Moore does brilliantly well to get it down into the zone. Moore on his own. Webb helping him out now. Webb looking for an option. Tries to go to Lindgren, instead gets the puck pass back to him. Lindgren. Harvey Stead winds up, fires towards goal, blocked in front. Webb takes it away from King. Lindgren gets it poked away again by Sinclair. Harvey Stead keeps his head. Good child, tries to chip it in. Goodbye instead brings it in himself. Goodbye, round the back of the net. Up to the blue line. Walcombe. Shot through traffic, finds Goodbye in front. Lauday does brilliantly well to get back and save that. Puck finds its way all the way back up to Will Stead. Stead away from Llewellyn, backhanded towards goal, blocked. Still with it in front of the net. That's gone in! The Bees have tied it up! I don't want to guess it, but it might be a case of it's that man again. 50-15, it's 7-all. The shot from Will Stead in front is blocked by Kelly. It comes loose, and it looks like it might be Dom Goodbye who gets on the board here. The sea of bodies, and the coach ties it up just when you need him most. Timeout called by someone. It looks like it's the Bison. Timeout Basingstoke Bison at 7-all, 50-15. So we've got hat-tricks for Milton and Walcombe on respective sides. Samford's now on 2 goals. I apologise for missing someone else. I've completely lost track of who scored what now. People I feel most sorry for here are the people doing the scoring on Sportle over in the scorebox, and co-producer Annika, who's trying to tweet, and everything's going on all at once. And the highlights. Yes, Annika has to do the highlights together, which might be on Tuesday, but judging by the amount of goals, it could be March. Bees with it. Turned over, Wilson. Big hit from Harvey Stead on the blue line. Wilstead collects, loses footing. Harvey Stead up centre ice. Galatzi can't get under control. Comes back to Harvey Stead. The assists are everywhere tonight. Goodbye from Webb. And Brendan Walcombe. Well, that was definitely Will Stead's assist, not Ryan Webb's. Sorry. I know, I'm saying it in front of the people who sponsor his shirt. Shot on goal, blocked away by Lauday. Llewellyn flips it over. Bison into the zone again. Attempts to pass to Llewellyn is blocked. Penalty is eventually called by Irons, 2 for slashing. It did look like a slash, I must admit. I'm not sure why there was such a delay on that one. So James Galatzi, 2 for slashing, 51-17. Penalty box opens up again. Maybe it was a delay because he couldn't quite believe it had happened that obviously in front of him. Face off right of Goss. It's won by Goodbye. Mogg collects, can't clear the zone. Llewellyn along the blue line. Winds up, fires through traffic, blocker by Goss, rebounds off Joe Baird and goes the opposite direction. Baird then knocks Morris off the puck. Puck winds his way back onto Morris's stick. Cross-ice pass, ends up back to Llewellyn. Shot through traffic, saved by Goss the first time. Rebound is loose in front again. Goodbye, can't quite clear it. Landsberg's throws everything at that. Another shot, this time from Milton. Goss saves. Back up onto the blue line. King. Over to Llewellyn. Tries to go to centre ice. Brilliantly poked away by Goodbye, and that will leave the zone this time. Milton over to King. Milton will start the rush going at Stuart Mogg. Milton spins. Back to Morris. Llewellyn. King winds up, fires. That takes massive deflection. Flutters over the bar. Milton can't keep it in at the blue line. Bison will be sent back again. Morris up the left-hand side. Shot on goal. Saved by Goss. Covered up at the second time of asking. 7:22 to go in the third period. Bees win the draw. Harveystead goes high off the plexi, kept in at the blue line. Webb held up there against the boards, kills some valuable seconds here with his penalty. Puck comes loose to Samford. Samford from the goal line, looks for an option again. Back up to the blue line now. Balaz collects from the face-off dot. Shot is blocked away by Goss. Wilstead tries to get there first. Some heavy landings there. Bees come away with it though. Juha Lindgren. Bees on the rush. Lindgren at bed. Lindgren shot from a tight angle, saved by Lauday. Ryan Webb takes a heavy tumble and has made his way back to the bench. Bees back to full strength. Turned over. Pitchley up the right-hand side. Norcliffe for company. Pitchley round the Bison net. Holds off Norcliffe. Stick handles away from Balaz. Held up in that far corner. Bison bring the puck away. Norcliffe at speed, snaps the shot. That goes over the bar and off the plexi and out to the other side. Galazzi. Round one hit. King does well to get it away from him. Tempted pass back to Stuart Mogg, misses everybody and goes the length of the ice. Goss settles it down for the captain. Joe Baird looks for an option. Tipped in by Walcombe. Lydiard over to play it. Off the glass. Llewellyn does brilliantly well to tip that round Joe Baird. Llewellyn at speed. Stuart Mogg for company. Snaps that over Goss's glove and again out the zone. Bison have to wait. Turn it over. Mogg off the boards to Goodchild. He tips it in, gives chase. Kelly is there. Off the glass, Landsbergs. So we've gotten very quiet in the rink. It's gotten very nervy all of a sudden. Bison still with those. Zach Milton for a chance for four, and that's brilliantly gloved by Goss at this time. 5:11 to go. Face off, right of Goss. Won by the Bison. King backhands it away from Moore. Samford turns his man. Norcliffe can't quite get it under control. It comes away to Landsbergs. Bounces up to Norcliffe. He goes back to Landsbergs. But Webb does well to get in front of the play and clear the zone. Puck finds his way on the stick of Harveystead. He goes up to Moore. Moore chips it into the Bison zone. Bison try and clear. We do eventually get a chance. That errant pass is behind Landsbergs this time. Kelly from behind the Bison net now. Starting rush at the right hand side. Jackson goes to meet them. Meet Landsbergs, I should say. I can see the number. Jackson collects the puck. Bison change. Icing signalled and given. 4:03 left in the third period. Face off, won by the Bison. Bounces the way of Stuart Mogg. Mogg off the plexiglass. Bounces towards Mitchell. Bison return to sender. Peacock gives chase. Lays the hit on Jackson. Puck comes loose to Harkup though. He clears the zone. Jackson with it. Pitchley tries to escape a hit from Peacock. It's a clumsy hit. Once again, JJ Pitchley on the ice. Makes his way back to the bench though. Attempted pass almost picked off by Goodbye. Harvey Stead. No. It's so quiet now, you can hear a pin drop. Harvey Stead over centre ice into the Bison zone. Chips it ahead to Goodchild. Goodchild snaps the shot on goal. Loose in front, cleared by the Bison. Beast still with it. It does come out the zone. Balaz goes back. Around the boards. Harvey Stead tries to go and play it. Does come away with the puck. Goodbye. Through centre ice and a lot of traffic. He is sent back to Will Stead. Harvey collects, chips it ahead. Tipped in by Goodbye. Bison recover. Fan-bomb pass, cleared it the second time of asking. Here comes Landsbergs now. Chips it in. Offside given as Norcliffe had just straight into the zone for Landsbergs to get it off his stick. Face off won by the Bison. They enter the zone immediately. Landsberg's shot blocked by Mogg. Landsberg's again falls to Norcliffe. Turns away. Norcliffe fires the shot on goal. Saved by Goss. Puck bounces back to the Bees netminder. He covers up. We're about to enter the final 2 minutes of the third period. Face off left of Goss. Norcliffe wins it, but Lindgren is first on the loose puck. Final 2 minutes. Lindgren snaps the shot on goal. Saved by Lorde. Loose. Lorde collects the second time of asking. Lorde gets a bit too close to the Bison netminder. Accident knocks his helmet off. The Bison don't like it. I can understand why. Face off away to the right of Lorde. Won by the Bees. Turned over immediately though, the Bison come the other way. Shot towards goal, blocked back in its original direction by Goss. Samford collects. Returns it to Landsbergs. Back up to the blue line, Lydiard winds up, fires. Shot through traffic, saved by Goss in front. More coming together in front. Joe Baird and can't see who that is. Off, one by Goodbye, no one there in the black shirt to collect, so Balaz picks the puck up. Milton to Llewellyn, shot blocked by Goodchild. Shot again towards goal, takes deflection front, and luckily for the Bees, over Goss's glove and over the net. Milton, loose puck, collects, shot again through traffic, takes a deflection off Will Stead, and luckily again bounces away from the Bees net and out the zone as the Bees clear. Bison again flipped in behind the net. Llewellyn gives chase. Wilstead does well to get it away from him. Wilstead up the left-hand side. Balaz poke checks it away from him. Balaz dumps it in. Llewellyn first to it. Goodchild tries to score away. Goodchild in front of the net, and that's gone in! Marcel Balaz may have just got the dagger with 47 seconds to go. Llewellyn held Goodchild off, found Balaz. The shot is through Adam Goss and just crosses the line for the Bison's 8th of the night. You'll see Llewellyn zip through the screen there. He holds Goodchild off, finds Balaz, tipped on goal. Goss does really well to make the initial save, but it just bounces into the net and over the line. Bees time out at the same time, 59-13. And it's 8-7. So 47 seconds. The Bees have had some quick replies in this period alone. Now would be the time for another one. Face off, center ice. How long will Adam Goss last in the net? That's the question. The Bison win the face off and that might decide it. Held up against the lines. Goodbye blows a tyre in the B zone. Held up against the boards now. Bison quite happy to keep it there. The Bees have to get it away. Comes loose to Llewellyn. Llewellyn shot on goal. Goss pushes it away. Goodbye collects. Goss to the bench. Cross ice dump in. Comes off Laude's helmet. And it's not waved down. 14 seconds now. Mogg shot on goal. Blocked. Llewellyn fires, brilliantly blocked by Mogg. It does come loose though. Balaz, the Bison, to Llewellyn, off the post. I was getting all ready to say he ices it, but Llewellyn hits the post. It doesn't matter. The Bison win, they hold on. The Bees led 4 times through the night, and at the end tied it up 3 times. But the dagger comes with 47 seconds to go in the game. And the Bison win the 3rd of the 3 games here in Slough in the league this year. What a truly bonkers game, producer Nick. So we'll just wait for the man of the matches. The Bison take the 2 points. Telford were losing to Leeds last I looked, so that combined with Bristol losing, that means the Bison will be sole possession of 7th place on 29 points now. Shots on goal in that third period, 12 on Adam Goss and 8 on Jordan Lauday. That's 8 on 42 shots on Goss and 7 on 27 on Jordan Lauday. Not a good night for a netminder. Mind you, that could have been said by anybody with the score being 8-7. So man of the matches, I feel like there's 2 really obvious choices. That being Zach Milton and Brendan Walcombe. So we all know that's not going to be who's man of the match. Material Girl are presenting the man of the match tonight. They're the sponsors, and it's presented by our very own Material Girl from both these teams, Dan Weller-Evans. As Zach Milton takes the man of the match for the Bison tonight. 3 goals for him. At big moments as well. Who doesn't love Dwee? He looks so awkward, it's brilliant. How could you not love that shot right there? Zach Milton takes the man of the match beers for the Bison. He wins an empty box. Don't worry, the beers are in the changing room as the Bison go for their lap of honour. To the travelling support who have joined them tonight, a full block. And also those of you at home, thank you. It's the last time we'll see you on a stream this year. So if you bought just tonight, if you bought the one in November, if you bought the 2 in September, thank you very much. We hope you've enjoyed your time spent with me and producer Nick. Well, when I've actually turned up for your games. And we look forward to seeing you next year. Good luck for the rest of the season. See, I can say it, I'm not really bothered about this rivalry. I'm new to this. We hope you enjoy your hockey the rest of the year, and we'll see you back in September. Let's face it, there's going to be an inevitable challenge match between the 2 of us. As Adam Goss steps forward to present the shirt off his back. And a man of the match for the Bees. Who do you think it could be, producer Nick? Is it Brendan Walcombe by any chance? That's the one? I think it's Brendan Walcombe. You think it's Brendan Walcombe? And it goes to... What a surprise, it's Brendan Walcombe. 4 goals on the night. Now up to 50 points on the year, the first Bees forward to 50 points. Rattling up 5 goals on the weekend. He got 1 last night at the Link Centre. So Brendan Walker's giving away the last mystery puck for Pride Week. If I'd have known there was one going spare, I'd have bought it. I always feel bad about buying the merch. Takes it away from fans. Brendan Walker launches that into Block D as the Bees go for their lap of honour. As always, thank you for joining in tonight with me and producer Nick's slow descent into madness. And pray for producer Annika, who has to edit these highlights all together at the end to get them out for Tuesday for you. Leaves me with just enough time to say we are back Saturday night, the 4th of February, when we welcome the Raiders to town in the no-name derby. 6:30 face-off here on the 4th of February. A rare Saturday night game, I say, having had 2 in the last 3 weeks. That leaves me with just all to say, as the players pose for a team photo. From me, producer Nick and Annika, thank you and good night.